All right, welcome in, Cancers, to your monthly reading. This is for July 2025. So we're going to take a look and at the month, get some information and guidance that can best help you on your highest path. So we're going to see what's going on for you. Midsummer in the Northern Hemisphere. How's your summer going? Or your fall, winter in the Southern Hemisphere. So we are kind of, again, thinking of the seasons. In summer, we're kind of, July's kind of that peak, right? The true summer solstice was on the 20th. So we're kind of starting summer, and then we're kind of peaking, you know, late July there. So we're kind of in that energy of abundance, of, you know, everything blossoming to their fullest potential. The sun's shining, which kind of represents happiness and warmth and love. So hopefully you're all feeling that. June was a very pivotal, probably the most pivotal month of the year. So looking back at what happened for you in June, you could have had kind of a culmination of something wrapping up, something ending. Ending's a new beginning, something really setting you in motion to now move forward. The energy is going to start to pick up as far as like moving you forward on a new path. The Chariot has really been coming up a lot. So we'll see how that is going to show up for you guys. So this applies to any sun, moon, or rising, or Venus Cancers out there. Or if you're a cross watcher. So all of you, if you're new, welcome in. If you're been here for a while, also welcome back. If you're new, I post these monthly zodiac readings, and I also post a weekly reading. I do have a full-time day job, so, you know, do my best to get these readings out. I'd like, obviously, more time to do additional readings, but I'm always interested to hear what you guys are wanting. If you're looking for certain types of videos or readings that I can add in, let me know. If you like more shorts, more longs. I do notice, like, I think we know in this current environment of social media, the shorts tend to get more views. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, so definitely go take a look there and follow me. I have my Etsy shop as well, where I have a combination of handmade, personal handmade jewelry that I make. They're also metaphysically energized, cleansed, and kind of activated, which I have added here on my desk right now. So these are just a few of the nice gems. They're all different stones, crystals. I have a range of pricing. I have some like AAA stones. And so wherever you're looking for should be there. I don't have everything listed on my Etsy shop. So if there's something that you're looking for that's not on there, definitely message me through Etsy, and I can let you know what I have available. And yeah, if you don't work with stones, highly recommend. They just provide so much energy, support, healing, if that's what you're looking for, like whether you're looking to manifest more abundance or attract abundance, there's stones for that. There's stones for love, helping you. If you're looking to help balance like your divine feminine energy or your masculine, there's different stones. There's stones for like integrating, you know, past life stuff. childhood traumas, career, align with your purpose. So, I mean, if you're looking for more passion in your life, creativity, energy. So it literally, stones are literally here to help us. And they've, the stones within the earth have all, they have certain vibrational energies, and they were put in the earth to help give the earth that, but also we can utilize them as well. So just wanted to call that out. I also have a website, so you can check that out. I do provide private individual readings, so if you're interested in that, you can go take a look. I also have my books that I've authored on there, linked out to Amazon or Barnes & Noble if you want to, if you're interested to hear my writings. All right, that kind of is all about me. So let's get started for you. What's going on with you guys? So Cancers, we'll start with some oracle cards. So we have yin and yang. There's definitely that divine feminine and masculine harmonization happening. If you may be aware of this or not, but most of us tend to come in maybe more strongly on one, with one energy kind of being predominant, especially if there's an imbalance, right? That creates an imbalance, obviously. But for example, something I've dealt with in my life is really kind of, and this doesn't mean that you want to be the opposite sex or change your genders. I mean, this is just maybe, for me, I always pushed away my feminine and like almost felt jealous of the masculine because I felt like men had it easier. I also unconsciously kind of had this belief that women were weak and that it wasn't safe to be feminine. So, that's something that I've had to work with in my life to try and balance out and work with those beliefs. And that really stemmed from also, how I was raised and ancestral, karma and things like that. So I do feel like that's kind of coming up right now in general, especially for you, Cancer. Door to Spirit. Yeah, you're getting a lot of messages. There's new things opening up for you from an energetic, spiritual perspective here that's helping support you. And all tied up. So anything, right? Anything that has kept us in bondage, whether that's belief systems, patterns, actual situations in our life, we're really energetically working through. We're trying to work through this to cut the ties that bind us to suffering, to challenges, to that are tying us up to things that isn't allowing us to experience what we really want, bring in our dreams and desires. So I do like this for you guys. This just shows me that there is really a lot of energetic work happening behind the scenes for you that's helping you get untied. So definitely connect with your spirit team, your guides, your angels, ancestors that have passed, your higher self, to ask, hey, help me work through this. And you may be very aware of what's tying you up. If there's something in your life that, a relationship situation that you just feel like stuck, or how do I work through this? How do I overcome this? Or patterns, like I keep having the same pattern. Ask your guides and your spirit to help you to kind of work through this. I always like to add with grace, ease, to ensure however this is unfolding is obviously, we're doing this in a way that's as easy as possible, not adding more challenge to this. All right, so we had two come out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles, Lovers, and the Seven of Cups. So this, I mean, I personally, literally, me personally, and also just like every reading I'm doing, this card has been showing up. So I do feel like there is something really big with the Seven of Cups for July. And to me, it's really about like clearing any confusion, that confusion about what you really want. I also feel like if you're, the cups represents all your dreams and desires. And it's almost like finally the fog is clearing and they're becoming available to you in different ways. So that's what the wheel as well. Like there's some faded shift happening for you in July. The wheel also represents like our luck changing, but I feel like there's just something more, the wheel of fate's turning and there's some change happening here that's really helping you align with things that align with your truth, align with your authentic self. And definitely this involves relationships and connections that make you feel good, that actually, people or a relationship that aligns with your values, with where you're at currently in your life. And you're really bringing this stuff in. This also, so to me, represents love and money. So there's actually something physical manifesting here for you in July. You could also be coming across some increase just in like money, finances are evening out. And ultimately I almost see this. So I notice this, we have yin and yang and we have the Lovers, which represents the feminine and the masculine. Also, like this could be Adam and Eve, but it's kind of the integration of the two and becoming one, right? The whole, it's like two pieces coming together to create a whole. So I feel like there is some sort of unification happening here that's more in harmony with your truth, with your authentic self, and also aligns with your needs and desires. And something that really can fulfill this here. So, that's what I'm picking up with the Lovers card here and the Two of Cups. There's also this, the Ten of Pentacles can also refer to family and ancestral, kind of what's being passed down ancestrally. So I do feel like there's some harmony happening here. This could also mean some sort of, with all tied up, if your patterns or if there's things that kind of have been passed down ancestrally through your family line, I do feel like there is some integration happening here that's going to help you overcome these things that have kind of kept you tied to the suffering and challenges that have passed down within your family line. All right, we have the Page of Wands, the Sun, and the Star card, which I love. Look at this. I mean, the sun, stars, it's almost like this is what's coming up for you. This is just amazing energy. So July is also your, the sun is moving into your sign, Cancer. That's kind of your month. So forgot to say happy birthday. So there is some sort of gift here happening for you in July in line with the sun really shining its light on you, which is that when the sun's in your sign. So I do feel like there's new fresh energy coming in for you. Things are lighter. There's more like just lighthearted energy here if things have been heavy in the past. But I feel like you're really finding some balance between, feeling the sun again on your face. It's like the first time we step out from, let's say, like, we're in the winter time or we're in our dark house and all of a sudden we step out and the sun hits our face. And there's just that just feels good, And that's what I feel here. There's like this healing energy, this supportive energy coming through with the water, emotionally, physically. We have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So work definitely, this could tie, so it could be your actual work, your career, what you're putting out there to, you know, to earn. So there could be something about work is kind of also feeling better. Work's kind of, you're attracting better things, better people, you know, it's just feeling better here. There's also this sense of like the Fool that there could be stuff in the past that have been disappointing. Just feeling again stuck. There's that all tied up, and that's what you're really releasing here with the Fool card. Like anything that's been tying you down, it's almost like you're leaving behind and the ties are cut. And this stuff has been kind of left you almost feeling like at a loss a bit, like feeling like, am I ever going to experience this? Or am I ever going, is work ever going to get better? Am I going to find something that I really like? So there's definitely this where you feel like this poor me energy. You're not seeing a lot of good things happening or starting to turn for you, but they definitely are. For some of you, the Eight of Pentacles is referring to just actually doing the inner work, especially when we have a lot of this with the Oracle cards. We have the yin yang and the door to spirit opening up. I do feel like there's a lot of opportunities to do some inner integration, really focusing on the self here. We have the Two of Swords, the Death card, and there's Chariot. Look at that. We're ending on the Chariot. What did I tell you? This card has just shown up in every single reading. So, you know, it's the same for you. This month, there's a lot of energy fueling some shift forward in a very positive way here. And to me, this is the past. There's a lot of heavy energy here. I feel like there's something that's really has been restricting you for a long, long time. This could be an energy. This could be a protective mechanism. Could be beliefs. This could be around your attachment style because of your childhood traumas. But something you've definitely felt blocked. And it's really been preventing anything new from coming in or changing for you. But the Death card to me is more about that inner transformation. There's to me, some big rebirth. And I've also been getting a lot of like fertility energy in July. I've been dreaming about like pregnancy. I've been getting kind of the readings have been talking about like something new being birthed. And I'm not talking about, you know, an actual getting pregnant, which maybe some of you could be. I don't really see it in this reading though, but what I'm seeing is this, you know, the Death card's about a death and rebirth. And I feel like it's more you are going through this death and you're going to rebirth into something new. And that's where you're starting this new path with the Fool. And things are coming together. So to me, that's almost like your, the name of your reading. Things are coming together. And I guess while I remember this, I've been saying I need to write down the titles before I forget. So things are really coming together for you, Cancer, in July. I really feel that. Let's see here. What's the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords? Can I get some more clarity around that? Page of Swords. Oof, Five of Swords, yeah. This is kind of your past, what you've been dealing with. I feel this like, so look at these two cards, if you see the art here. So I feel like the Page of Swords is you. So the Page of Swords is smaller and less skilled than this Five of Swords person on the card. So I feel like you've been in this place of feeling like alone, feeling that you don't have the support, and you're trying to stand up to life or stand up to a situation or a relationship, and you're trying to navigate it. And it's been challenging for you because you just feel like, I don't know how to navigate this to help, either change it, how to deal with this person, if it's an actual person. And you just are always feeling like, I don't know how to navigate this, and this is challenging, and I need support here, right? I feel like I'm all alone trying against the world, and this person isn't helping you. And you're kind of looking to this situation or person for, hey, we're actually a team here, but this person doesn't have the capability to understand what that means as a we. They're more about an I, and I have to look out for myself. There's a lot of deep trauma and reasons why this person feels that they maybe can't trust people or the external world. So there's a lot of dynamics here that have not been healthy. They are toxic. This person can be kind of manipulative. And I almost feel like this person is very unaware of themselves and unaware of their patterns and behavior traits, which is unfortunate. And that's where I feel like you've kind of felt completely defeated in this situation, and like, how do I get out of it? What direction do I need to go now? And that's where all of a sudden you've been focusing on yourself. And I feel like you go through a rebirth, which then takes you forward on a new path. And you don't have to deal with these patterns anymore, or especially this situation. One for the Death card. Yeah, Eight of Cups. So you could be walking away from a situation. Hangman. Yeah, you're like, you may have felt, look at the Hangman is all tied up, and you got the all tied up card. So you're walking away from this. So you're finally like, you felt stuck in a situation, but you weren't really stuck, right? You made the choice to stay where you're at because you weren't ready, and that's okay. We need to give ourselves grace for staying in situations too long, or getting hurt, or whatever it means. But the key is you finally realize, like, I just have to, I don't have to stay here anymore. And that's where this new awareness comes in, where I can go somewhere different, and I don't have to be in this situation anymore. And I feel like that's what's happening, is you're kind of walking away. If that's not physically you walking away, I do feel like there's also some sort of emotions that have kept you stuck, or energy that has kept you stuck. And that's what you're kind of also finally working through and leaving that in the past. And you're able to now, the Eight of Cups is also about this person's like going up a mountain. So you're elevating, you're like moving up a level. Okay. So when you move up a level, anything that's on the lower level is like, it can't come with you to elevate, and you're doing it. And then where's the Chariot taking you here? What's ahead? Well, there you are, Cancer. Queen of Cups, water sign. Just, I tend to see, the Queen and Kings, whatever, like for Cups, for example. I don't necessarily say it's, some people specifically think, oh, it's Scorpio or it's Cancer, but I just think if it shows up, especially in a water sign reading, it's referring to you. And I like this. This is you really coming into your own from an emotional standpoint. Like, you're feeling good. you've been dealing with some like hard emotions from the past or from situations. You've been doing the work and it's paying off here. Hierophant, really dedicated and committing to yourself and moving forward in a positive way. There could also be, the Hierophant can refer to like a teacher or a guide or someone who has higher spiritual knowledge or wisdom that is helping you as well. And the Knight of Pentacles. So it could feel a little intimidating at first, the path ahead. It could feel like, okay, this is going to be a lot of work. It's slow at first. You know, this is like the Steady Eddie card. And it's like, just put one foot in front of the other. Don't focus too much on, you know, a mile ahead, because that can be overwhelming or a bit defeating. Just focus on what's right in front of you right now and what you need to do right here, right now. I feel like that's some guidance for you. So if you are going through a difficult time, if you feel like you're really going through some major change or transformation, getting away from a hard situation, I feel like right now, there's definitely some healing that has to take place. So it's like, I think slow's okay at first, but the Chariot's going to take you forward, and you need to just focus on, like I said, what you need to do right here, right now. Focus on small little tasks or small little things in your life. And the bigger picture is going to come together here, because these are big cards. You're moving somewhere really big. And even though maybe you don't know where that is or what that looks like right now, it will unfold more for you. And that's where I feel like the fog is going to clear up any confusion or just like this unknown of the future here. Just gonna start. Fool. Yeah, you're getting a lot of clarity. If you might have already gotten it or it's coming, but you're gonna be very clear about where you're headed and what you need to do. So this could be real, like, clear information coming in. It could be spiritually. It could be, like I said, from your guides. Again, door to spirit is opening up. So you're going to be getting a lot of messages, a lot of information, and really understanding what your truth is, or the truth behind a situation, a truth behind why you had to go through something. And once the truth comes, you now understand kind of what you want. So you're putting out what you want, and now you're open to receive. The Three of Wands. I see that as like an opening to receive now what's coming in, which is going to be a lot of happiness, some healing energy, and more just like not so heavy. All right, Cancers. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that for this month. Definitely, if this resonated, hit that like button. And Cancers, I like to hear from you guys. Tell me how you are, what's going on with you in the comments. Like to hear some stories and kind of connect with you in that way. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you're new, welcome in and join the Lyran Soul Tribe here. It's amazing. We are here to connect, to exchange energy, and, you know, in our own ways, in the messages, in what I'm channeling, it's here to support you and be as a tool to help you guys kind of move forward with ease, with grace, being informed, having more awareness of why you are here, what you're going through, and how to navigate the future. So thanks for now. Yeah, I'll see you in the next reading, Cancers.